First of all, in the last devlog I added controller support. The reason I added controller support originally was so that I could start porting my games to the Steam Deck. It arrived, so now we can get some really cool footage on the Steam Deck. I'm currently building out my game library with these games that I've made, with their own banner art and icons. Currently I just have Plok and BarrierWare. It's very cool. Now on to the next level. This level is called Crazy Cradles and pose a lot of challenges for me. First of all, we need a brand new power-up, Vigilante Plok. This power-up allows you to fire fireballs. However, unlike the other power-ups we've done so far, the projectiles do not fire in a straight line. These instead have gravity, collide and destroy on the ground, can be held down to fire, and their flight origin arcs up and down the longer you fire, but must always appear at the highest origin point when you first start shooting. To achieve this, I decided to use sine waves, which move between a value of -1 and 1 over time, so you get this nice wave pattern. When used for the projectiles, I start by adding this value to the start velocity of the projectile, which gives the effect of the projectiles going up and down over time. I set the value that comes back from the sine wave to be a minimum of 0. This means that the projectiles don't fire at the ground and either fire at the level in line with Plok or above him. I also had to make it always start at the highest point. So to do this, I store the current time and I pass it through to the projectile's launch method when you first start firing. I then use this time as an offset for the sine wave until the player releases the fire button. This allows me to recreate the effect. We add some new spike blocks using the new hurt layer from the last devlog. We create some rocks for our new power-up to rest on, and we need a new flag. This one looks to say Flakers on it. I'm going to assume this is based on Lakers, but being a Brit I know nothing about the NBA, mostly just British stuff.
Tea?
I make this flag, and I leave it barely legible just like the original. Next we need to add moving platforms, but with how Plok's movement is currently set up, we can't just set Plok's parent to be the platform so that he moves along with it. This is because of how Plok's velocity works. I got Plok to stick to the platform by adding the platform's velocity to Plok while touching it. When the player jumps, the velocity is carried until the player changes direction or lands. This allows you to jump and land on the platform as it's moving. I later applied this to Plok's limbs as well, as it's not satisfying to fire your limbs and see that they end up behind you because of how fast the platform is moving.
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Alexa, shut up. After a lot of difficulty, we have this temporary platform that can follow a path. I try and get curved movement working for the platforms, with varying success. I gave up on curved platforms for now, and they just use a slurp function to try and curve a path. Either way, hard pass on this for now, or I'll smash my head against the keyboard and delete my entire project in a fit of rage.
Rage, fucking rage!
There's a few routes you can do on this level. For example, you can cross using the platform and make your way to the end. You can go down bottom, get the Vigilante power-up, which can later help you grab shells at the end. And you can also wait on this platform that drops down to grab a bunch of extra shells. I need to tweak platform speeds to make this harder, but for now, that's the full level. On to the final devlog level. We have Blind Jump. The level that is making me question whether to give Plok a max velocity because of this. This level didn't require any new assets other than a new pirate flag. It was challenging though, as this was the largest level I had made and required a lot of tweaking to get a good scale. It has these huge vertical cliffs, a moving platform section, which if you wait on the platform long enough will take you to a secret area. In the original game it will lead to a secret level as well, but we've not implemented any secret levels yet. This level also has a lot of falling obstacles, and it has a huge blind jump at the end. To try and map this level out, I attached a trail renderer to Plok, so I could see roughly how far he could jump from this blind spot. Pause in the editor, make a note of where the trail went to, and create the terrain around where the blind jump will take you. And that's it. The next level I'll need to make is the first boss, so big challenges ahead. Make sure to subscribe for when that level hits. Thanks.